Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another KASPA video. Today we're going to be talking about what percentage of your portfolio should be KASPA. Before we get into that, could you Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? I'd sure appreciate that. You can see right here we're just under 17 cents. It's held up pretty good in this last dip. When you look at the overall market, a lot of red, 2-3%. You know, Bitcoin's down under 67,000. So KASPA has actually held up pretty well there. You can see the hash rate, 334 petahashes. Zoom out, that baby's looking good. Network is getting stronger. Right here, you can see 1.5 million generated for KASPA, 2 million for Doge. So KASPA's closed that gap there. Addresses, 354,000 addresses. That's creeping up a little bit. No crazy action in the top 10 there. The Rust rewrite, we'll take a look at the Rust rewrite. It's last time I checked, it was still there at 90%. So actually, this is the most it's been. It's 93.28%. So that's the highest I've seen it so far. So that is very good, my friends. See what some people on Twitter are saying. Silver KASPA. KASPA, are you ready for this? I think there are 10 to 15 projects ready to launch on KRC20 when it launches. Amazing news from our Brazil community. CAS on-ramp application Topper by Uphold has integrated Pix, Brazil's instant payment systems. KASPA users in Brazil can now select Pix as a payment option. KASPA, you know who's working on it? The technology on KASPA is a joke. New meme for the future. Universe breakdown. Okay, so that's that one guy. Jerry Banfield or something, I guess. I don't know if he's joking or if he really thinks it's going to zero, but I guess he made a video there. This cycle will be completed, the combination of KASPA, Coin Technology, Coinbase listing, Upbit, OKX, Binance. Coinbase would probably be the last, 20x, 40x, if it got to $10. Maybe that happens, who knows? Hey, Coinbase, it's time to get your shit together and list KASPA. This is where Shai is talking about stable coins who could be coming faster than you think. Then this is, I've seen this meme a lot where the guy is a fancy guy drinking wine, sniffing it, nice restaurant, and talking about KASPA there. Let's just see real quick there. And right here on Reddit, some guy talking about another post about whether you should get into mining or investing and just spending the same amount that you invest in mining and just buy KASPA coins. So two schools of thought there. It goes for every proof of work, Bitcoin. Okay, you got to buy the mining rigs. How long is it going to take you to get your investment back if you just plunk down 25K into KASPA? And so someone else had an interesting post, said, how much of your portfolio should be KASPA? Guys, I see a lot of YouTubers talking about KASPA and how you should have at least 50% of your portfolio in KASPA. I'm relatively new to this coin, and I want your opinion about this. You know, should I at least have 50%? A lot of my coins I'm holding are down 20 to 50%. I was thinking, should I convert them to KASPA? So for me, I have about 10% in KASPA, and that fluctuates. You know, I got probably like 2 or 3 times more worth than the dog meme coin, but that got airdropped to me. And also, I'm just not real quick at selling. So what I do is not the best thing necessarily, or what you should do. That's just where I'm at. My risk averse is not there to go all in on it, but that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with people who do. Right here, Impossible Title 4100. I'm 80% KASPA, going down with the boat if it sinks. I've done it before, and you can do it again. Don't want to do it again, but for KASPA, I will. I just found out today we aren't upgrading to 10 blocks per second until next year, Q2. So that's the first I've heard of that. Let me know if you've also heard that we won't be upgrading. Obviously, you know, it needs the Rust rewrite to be done, and it's the middle of, you know, June almost, and middle of the year in 2024. And the Rust rewrite is not complete, close, but, or maybe the rewrite's complete, but not all nodes have been converted. Darn close, 93%. So we're under 7%. But Q2, you know, so what's that? You know, 9 months away potentially. Seems reasonable. Stuff takes time. And because what you're going to do is they're going to keep testing 10 blocks per second on the main net, and then eventually they'll start slowly having nodes probably run the version. I guess maybe it'll need a hard fork then, but um, 9 months seems like it could be reasonable. Most likely that means now no tier one exchange listing. I'm not sure about that. Casplex not released, meaning volume is yet to kick in. So I think we're semi early and we're still waiting for Rust upgrade to pass 90%. So interesting. Where do you hear about it not being upgraded until 2025? Also, why would that mean no tier one exchange listing? They're saying that no tier ones because they're not going to want to make another change after we're going from 1 block to 10 blocks per second. I don't know if that's true or not. That's their opinion. KASPA will be worth dollars soon. Converted all to KASPA. I may, if you ask you, will you hold any ETH or SOL or convert it all to KASPA? I want to convert most of my coins to KASPA, but hold some BTC ETH and a little more for swing trades. I swapped all my other cryptos for KASPA. I use other asset classes like worlds ETFs to diversify. Rest in peace, sir. It was 60 BTC and 40 KASPA. Now it's 55. So this guy is 60% Bitcoin, 40% KASPA. Now he's 55% Bitcoin, 45% KASPA. I feel like on the 20 to 50% down, I'm contemplating the same, whether to hope things for improve first and then move into KASPA. Can't go wrong with 50%. It's a good safe play and you won't get rugged. Thanks. I'm not happy though because I'm selling at a loss. So yeah, let me know what you think. What percentage do you think? Um, DJ Tommy Boy. I don't think it'll be Q2 next year for 10 blocks per second, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess time goes by pretty fast. So say, the say July, maybe July or August. We're getting close to the. I'll go back and read a few more of these comments, but we're getting close to this. We're at 93%. So this is getting close, but that's kind of step one. Is this won't even be a thing anymore. Just all the nodes are Rust nodes. So once that's done, and if that happens, a couple weeks, happens in July, maybe it happens in August. So yeah, I mean, maybe the 10 blocks per second comes faster, and so in the end, you never truly know because there could be some piece of code or something that needs to be verified. And once you make a change, you got to do more testing on that. So it's better to measure twice and cut once than to rush it out. And who knows, maybe that 10 blocks will be second will, be hitting at the right time in the market. So let me know what percentage of KASPA you think is good for someone's portfolio. Just buy 10%, it'll automatically be 50% of your portfolio soon. That's what happens is your portfolio is constantly changing. So right now you might only have 10%, 20%, 30%. Maybe you have 50% of KASPA, but then maybe all of a sudden it's 80% of your portfolio. I was 50% until the last crash in April, sold all my other alts. Now I'm 100% in KASPA Maxi, sitting on over 1 million KASPA, a gift to us all. Thanks, man. I won't lie. I'm really, really sad about all this because seems like I was foolish for making the moves. I have moved some now, and I have 35% of my portfolio in KASPA once I'm in the green. KASPA, 20% of my overall portfolio, but 99% of my crypto holdings. So I guess, yeah, for me, not counting the value of our house, the equity in our house, but 80% of KASPA for myself, 80%. Looks like most people in here are 90, kind of like 80, 50, 80, 90% into KASPA. Definitely hold on to some BTC, ETH, SOL, and KASPA for the majority of your holdings. Also, render should rise once ETH pumps. Bro, do your own research. How important is the money to you? If it goes to zero, do you care? Do you need to sell your house if you lose it? Did you mortgage to get the money? Like, what in the actual F is the question? YouTubers that shield a project either have a big bag and want to go up or some other agenda. So solid 90%. I actually did some research on it. I have to say it does really look really promising. Sweet. My point is that no one can answer your question but you alone. 25K might matter to me and not to you. So that's a good point. We're all coming from different backgrounds. Once the Rust is 100%, let's see what happens with tier ones. Yep. And we're getting really close on the Rust I mean, from what I understand is pretty much the rewrite's done. It's just a matter of getting all the nodes on Rust, and for whatever reason there's a few last holdouts using Golang. So those last few Go nodes will fall eventually, and it looks like we're getting closer, because I guess if you go to look at this Rust migration, you can see that, we went off and went pretty quick, and then we went sideways for a while. So they're doing more testing, and then we shot up, pulled back, and then really shot up. And then now, we're just slowly climbing up, getting those last few guys. So once that's not a thing anymore, yeah, maybe the tier ones, I do think that the tier ones can come before I have no inside information or anything, but the $70 million right now and it's down. So if there's something that's trading a couple $100 million, $500 million, at the end of the day, that's all any of the exchanges care about. Binance, Coinbase, they're not your friend. They might do okay. Some are better than others. Obviously, FTX is bad. None of these guys are your friend. They only care about one thing, is making money. And so that doesn't mean that they're bad. And there's ones that are better. And that's why you want to keep your KASPA in your own hardware wallet. That's also why it's cool that people are using KASPA and you need that. But I think right now with KASPA being like used as payments, is if you think that we're early enough in the KASPA cycle, then you're not really looking to, for me personally, to use my KASPA to buy anything. I'd rather use fiat currency, which is losing its value, every month, every day, every year. It's, apparently in the last 4 years, the dollar's lost 25% of its purchasing power. So, 25% Revux. Oh, 1% KASPA. I swear I'm not a bot. That completely looks like a bot. I don't even know. Oh, well, Andy's been in here before. The Revux, I see those those seem like ones that are only bots are chilling. Andy, what's going on there, Andy? Andy's a real guy, but I don't know what's going on there. Totally joking. Tired of seeing bot comments about those coins. Okay. You're scaring me there. At the end of the day, we're all thinking about making money at the end of the day too. Yep. Yeah, that's really Andy, that was a good one, man. I was like, Andy's a real guy. He's been in here before. And yeah, that once you see those bots shilling that, like who would in the world would ever buy anything like that? But I don't know. People are buying all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're all trying to get some financial freedom. We're all early into digital assets. Pretty much everyone for the most part's probably heard of Bitcoin. The average person hasn't heard of KASPA. The average person doesn't even actually know that much about Bitcoin. If you went to Miami Beach or some city or anything and asked people about KASPA, they would have no idea what the max supply is, anything about it. The Jerry Banfield guy, I think that's his name. Not sure. Helping him get exposure is a good thing. I enjoy seeing the cast community dunk on the haters. I bet he's a Cadena evangelist. I thought he was making lots of ICP videos. And that's one thing you'll see is I've seen YouTubers and they'll be like, and everyone's changing their mind, especially over multiple, last cycle, someone might be, bullish on Solana. Now they're not. So people change their mind, but where's that guy at here? The guy Gary's internet computer ICP Maxi. Yeah, I saw that. Yep, I see. He has a video for mini coins. He's clickbait. Check out how he started shilling KASPA in the beginning and was not getting any views. Once he became a footer of KASPA, he saw massive inflow of views. So that's all it is. Nothing really goes to zero. I guess the trading volume could dry up, but KASPA's got a lot going on, and they're going around, and obviously KRC20 stuff, Cast for the Ghost, but they're going to a lot of events. It's one of the most profitable proof of work blockchains, and there's just a lot of awesome things on the horizon, in my opinion. So it's interesting to see. We're all coming from a different perspective, but if you're in KASPA, then you have a belief in it. So whether you're all in on KASPA or a percentage of your portfolio like me, and it fluctuates because, 20%, this guy's is 20% of his portfolio, 99% of his crypto holdings. But then if KASPA pops off, then all of a sudden it goes from, 50% of your portfolio to 75% of your portfolio. And so let's see. He was making ICP videos and actually compared KASPA to ICP. I love my KASPA GSCH. and chose ICP over KASPA. Yeah, I never got into ICP. See how that plays out for them. KASPA is super exciting. Reminds me of Windows 95 is coming out. Yep. Except hopefully there's no blue screen of death like Windows. But it's, early. It's got the decentralized vibes with a lot of intellectual heavy hitters. And for no tier one exchange listings and all that stuff, you can now there we can see that um, KASPA and ICP are going neck to neck. That's probably why Banfield is making another KASPA video, trying to FUD it a little bit. But you can see that ICP is down 20% in the last week. KASPA is down 4%. So sandwiched in there between ICP and Ethereum Classic, Pepe, meme coin, Leo, um, Matic, Near, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, Tron. And Binance it's got BNB, which is connected to, obviously the biggest exchange in the world, but their blockchain, yeah, it's got a lot of crappy DeFi on it and crap coins, but it's super centralized. I think you need 10,000 BNB to be a validator, and there's only like 30 validators or something. It's super centralized, and I think Binance controls most of them. So Andy, I would rather my laptop run 95 or 98. These newer versions are not as good to me. They are too heavily weighted down. Yep, that's a good point with the newer versions of Microsoft Windows. But KASPA, keep it simple. We're in a good position here right now. There's a lot of things. 94% now. I think that was just 93% last time I was here. So as this live stream goes on, we're already inching closer to all the nodes running Rust, and then maybe 10 blocks per second. I've heard quarter two next year. Maybe it's faster. And tier one exchange listings. There's a lot of catalysts. KRC20 depends. We're all going to have different. Some people aren't going to sell to $3, $5, $10. Some people are going to sell earlier. And there's, some people got in earlier. Some people are going to need money to pay their house off, to this or that. But at the end of the day, you like the technology. A lot of people are in it for the technology and to make money. And there's a lot of catalysts, in my opinion, and the market's still kind of hammered down. 58, fear and greed index, so kind of neutral. So I think we're going to have a good year next. This next year will be good. So stay bullish. Thanks for watching. Let's see. How do you think KASPA will do in the bear market with a shorter reduction cycle than BTC? KASPA, keep holding them. I think that BTC will probably hold up better in the bear market, but KASPA's got low inflation, so that's going to be beneficial for sure. 94% is up almost 4% from yesterday. So, yep, that's great. Yeah, the Rust rewrite was 90% yesterday, so it's up 4%. It even edged up like 0.5% during this live stream. So we're getting closer to all these catalysts, and I think the big domino to fall, because it's like the dominoes. The first domino to fall is when the Rust rewrite and all the nodes are using Rust. That's the first domino to fall, and their tier ones and KRC20s and stuff like that. 10 blocks per second are the next dominoes that will fall. So I'll chime in one more. I think KASPA is a beautiful ecosystem, will allow the absolute freedom and prosperity for the world to rapidly evolve in a secure environment. The invention of KASPA is a gift to everyone alive. How many new holders? Let's see. I think it was up. Maybe it was up a couple, 1,000 or two. We're up to 354,000. So another 1,000 or two. I guess it's showing 324 in the last. Oh, but I guess altogether maybe up about 1,000 or 700 or something. So we're inching up there. So things are good. There's a lot of catalysts on the horizon. So let's stay tuned, and we're getting close to all the nodes of running Rust, and tier one exchange, I think will happen. So thanks for watching and have a good day.